Hi, so my hair looked like poo, so I put a hat on to cover its pooishness, and I still look like poo in general, but at least you can't see my pooish hair. Okay, good. My Sanyo Zacty's battery died, so I'm filming on my Canon, and I don't like vlogging on my Canon. I like filming on my Canon, just not vlogging, so I'm sorry if I'm out of focus or anything. Yeah. So, I'm finally done school, so I have my summer off. Still school next year, but at least I have 2 months off. So maybe I will actually put effort into these videos. Like, I put effort into them. This is like my 4th time filming this video because I always have difficulties filming. Like, first video was like 8 minutes. Like, last time I was filming, insufficient room on my memory card because I refuse to delete things until I absolutely have to because I'm a horrible person. But yeah, I'm going to talk about books because that is this week's topic, and I have a lot of books on me, and I'm just going to talk about books I want to read this summer. A lot of these books I actually haven't read, and they are the ones I want to read this summer. I have so many books I need to read this summer. Okay. The first two are by Sarah Dessen, and I have read these two. There are so many books I want to read by her this summer. I want to read Along for the Ride by her. I want to read Lock and Key by her. Then there's a new one that I don't know the name of, but this is The Truth About Forever, and then this is This Lullaby, and they were really good. I do like her writing, but the only thing that sometimes kind of bothers me about her writing is that I feel like she could add a little more emotion into it, and when she doesn't, I find her writing is kind of like, some authors you could totally tell that they're like written by the same author. Then some books, that didn't sound right, some books you can tell that they're written by the same author, but some authors, they really branch out and like they change their styles up depending on the type of book they're writing. But I just feel like it's always the same with her. But still, I do like her books, don't get me wrong. This is a really weird book, and I've read it twice. It's called I Heart You, You Haunt Me, and it's written in like stanzas. Like, I don't know, it's weird, but I do kind of like it. I don't know, it's weird. But every time without fail it makes me like sob. So yeah, this book I hated. I read it like 2 years ago, so I don't really remember that much about it, but I remember my extreme dislike for it. They spell vampires with like a Y or something, and it pissed me off. I'm really picky, and so I did not like this. And just other things about it too, it bothered me. It was written by a girl and her mom, and I didn't like it. Keep in mind that a lot of these books I'm talking about are aimed towards teenage girls, so if you are not either of those things, you might not agree with any of the books I am talking about. And also keep in mind that a lot of the books at the moment for teenage girls are about like vampires and supernatural stuff. Plain Twilight, which I have read. It's my favorite book in the entire world, and oh my god, Edward Cullen. Real vampires don't sparkle like Spike. Okay, I want to read this book, A Field Guide to Burying Your Parents. It sounds really good, but every time I say the title, people are like, she kills her parents? No, it's her like coping with the loss of her parents. This was a good book. The first one's better. The first one's Shiver, but it's my sister's book, so obviously I don't have it because she keeps her books and I keep my books. The first one was very good. The first one was better than the second one. There's a third one coming out, and I hate series, but I feel like when I start it, I have to finish it. So I will be reading that. The third one's called Forever, but I don't know when it comes out. This is a series as well. It's the Mortal Instruments series. This is the third, I believe. The first one is called City of Bones, but my sister lent it to her friend without asking me. That was like a year ago. So I feel like I need to reread the first two to start the third. So we'll see if I ever start that one. There's some crap on the front of this book. It's called The Pretty One. You Were Right, Jack. The Book of Awesome, which I like. I like the kind of books, like, they're not my favorite, but I enjoy the kind of books where you can just pick up and read a chapter and it's just kind of like, you don't need to read all the parts of the book. You should look into The Book of Awesome. It's nice. It's a little pick-me-up. I read this book a couple years ago. It was good. Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac. I want to read this book. It's called Beautiful Creatures. My dad actually bought it for me, but it sounds really good. And these books, it's a series. This first one I've read, it's called Evermore. And then I'm reading this one, Blue Moon, and then I own Shadowland, and there's actually 8 books in the series. I almost died when I was like, I just read the first one and now I have 7 more. And the author, she has a shitload of books. This is another book by her that my friend lent me, and then I never gave it back to her. I should really give it back to her. It's called Saving Zoe. And there's one more book I want to talk about, which is The Hunger Games, which I am on the 2nd one in the series, and I stopped it like a long while ago. I don't know why I haven't finished it. I really should. Look, it's a good book. But yeah, I like books. I like reading. I read a lot on fan fiction. You should read. Reading is good for the soul. I actually got a sticker today that says read on, and I put it on my wall. Now I'm going to stop talking. Bye. Leave me a comment. I always forget to say that, but leave me a comment and tell me about your books. I'd be really interested to hear about your books, or leave me a comment if you are interested in one of my books and I will tell you more about it. Okay? Okay. Bye.